So what do you get when you take the shittiest game in existence and create a spin-off of it? I mean, how can it get any more fucking worse than shitty? Well, hold that thought. Cheetahmen 2 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. So what can I say that hasn't already been said about this game? It's just fucking terrible. The whole game is a pixelated, glitchy mess, complete with shitty controls, shitty graphics, shoddy mechanics, horrible-ass gameplay. Cheetahmen 2 was created by Active Enterprises in 1992, the same company that created Action 52, and we all know how bad that game was. The gameplay is similar to that of the first Cheetahmen game. You play the role of 3 different Cheetahmen, in which you get to play a different one every 2 levels. You attack different enemies, working your way to the end of each stage, in which you fight a boss and proceed to the next level. The concept is simple enough, but unfortunately the execution was just terrible. The game is so buggy and glitchy that it's virtually unplayable. It doesn't even look finished. You can't even finish the last 2 levels due to a bug in the game, unless you get really, really lucky when you fire up the game. Then the game will actually start on the 4th level, although I have heard a couple of people say they can play all the way through without issue. From what I hear, every card is different due to the soldering of the board, as Active more than likely did not use a machine, and each one was done by hand. 1,500 carts were made, but never got an official release, which is what makes this game, somewhat unique. The games were discovered in 1997 in an abandoned warehouse, and as you probably guessed, the game's value comes from the limited amount of copies that were made. The Cheetahmen franchise has really developed quite the cult following over the years, which also ups its value as well. As you can tell, the game is just an Action 52 cart with a Cheetahmen 2 sticker on the back. Look, they didn't even spell Cheetahmen right. My goodness. It's very easy to find the boxes in good to great condition. These games haven't really been circulated, as most people who own these are collectors. Its value has remained about the same over the last 4 to 5 years. Complete copies around 1,400, new sealed copies around $2 grand, and loose carts about $600 to $700. It's virtually impossible to get this game for a bargain, as they were never released. Therefore, the game has mostly been circulated in the hands of sellers or collectors. The only reason to own this is if you're a hardcore collector. Otherwise, just watch the reviews. Well, that about wraps things up. Hey, Drumus at Retro Carts and More. See ya!